Hey everybody, I just wanted to make a quick explanation of how to turn in this week's assignments because Caden pointed out once again that it wasn't super clear. So, but he did it in a nice way. Anyway, I'm going to show you the PowerPoint way, which I think is the easiest, and that's what I always use. I start with a new presentation and then I just get rid of everything because we don't need it. And then I'm just going to insert duplicate slide. I'm thinking I want to have at least 3 or 4 for my, however many categories. And then once I get quite a few, I try to add a duplicate slide before I get to the last one, so I don't have to, waste my time. Alright, so here we go. So this is our new document. For the new document, you can just go ahead and do one thing at a time. Insert a text box, and with this, you just click and drag, and I'm going to give my document a name, so I'm going to say Tina Edmonds 175. I'd probably say the professor's name and the date. You see, well, just type in my name there. And then the date today is the 25th, so and then I would just make that bigger. Pick a nice, easy to read font. This part is not super important. I usually center it. See a few more options here. There we go. Okay. And then since I'm super picky, I've got to get it centered on the page. And you could make some parts bigger if you wanted, and this is just kind of for future reference too. If we ever get a digital photo too offered, we'll be doing this again. Okay, and then the next one, I'm just going to insert a text box, and this is going to be my first category. So what I've done here, I'll show you, I've saved this Art 175 folder. Yeah, I know, I can't insert a folder. So, I lost my text box. But, let me just bring this over a little bit so you can see all my folders. So here's my Art 175, and then I put some categories in there. My personal choice, which I gave the name Reflections and Blurs. I did plants, I did portraits, I did street photography, and I did sunsets. Just pulled a few of each of those in for this tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to move this back. Okay, and again insert my text box because I don't know what I did with it. I made it explode or something. Okay, so let's see. I'll start with personal choice category. And I'll call it Reflections and Blurs. And then I'm going to do the same thing with choosing my font just to make it consistent and centering it. And making it bigger. It's like the only thing on the page. And if I wanted to make something bold, I could, but this is really not like a final project here. The final project is going to be the website. So this really is just showing us what you have to put on your website. Okay. Now the next one, I'm just going to go up here to insert picture, picture from file, and I'm going to go to my Art 175 folder, personal choice. And I could put these in some kind of order if I wanted. Maybe I could put my favorite one first. Really like that one. That one. So I could actually just... Anyway, all my pictures are the same size. And I kind of love that one. So I'm going to do that one first. And notice how it makes it, it fits it into the slide. So it's as big as it can go. And I don't really need anything else. The next one I'm going to insert is same deal. Picture from file. And go to whatever the next one I want to choose there. I think that makes a good follow-up to the first one. So that's something that you kind of have to think about too. You know, it's like a playlist. What's gonna look good after the last one? Or sound good, you know, like in a playlist. So easy transitions. Kind of not a fan of that one right at this moment. It's one I like, but I don't know if it's worth going next. I think I'll choose this one. And that's really all I need to do. I have to have at least 3 images, right? If there's more that I like, I'm definitely going to show them. And make sure that they all kind of belong together. I think that one looks okay at the end. Kind of like the end of a little story. Oh, whoops. Uh-oh. My computer's starting to breathe heavy. So what I did there is I was inserting on the same slide. Oops. I gotta go to the next slide. And do that again. So hopefully it doesn't shut down. If it does, it's okay. We'll start again. See, I'm getting rainbow wheel. I hate that. That's a bad sign. There it goes. Okay. Last one. This category. And I chose this. Alright. So there I have my personal choice series. I can go to the next slide. And I can do what I want to do for my next category. So again, I'm going to do something I like to do is insert duplicate slide. That way I already have the you know, the text and the centering done for that slide. So I'm going to stick it in right here. And now I'm going to change this one to, what would be good next? How about, maybe portraits. So, I don't know. It's a step, but it's makes it easy. So, probably going to lose you here from the sound of it. But, again, just the same thing. So now I'm going to go to my Art 175 folder again. And this time I'm going to choose one of my portraits that I put in here, and I think that looks good. Okay, kind of even takes the reflections and blurs thing from the last category, so you can see what type of photographer I am. And then I'm just going to keep going in that fashion. when I'm done, I'm going to File, Save As, with all my, remember we needed to have our personal choice plus 3 or 4 other categories. Each category has to have at least 3 images. And I'm going to call this one Edmonds T. And this is my, what is it, unit 14. Okay, so the point of saving. It's still going to take a minute for that. And then I can just save it. Oh, it's just going so slow. Sorry about that. Yours won't, because you won't have like giant files like I do. I didn't save these as smaller files, sadly. Okay, so R175, I can put it in there. Save the PowerPoint in case I want to make any changes. And then I want to save it as a PDF. So we've just got like 2 steps to go before we're done. Again, it's just taking forever because my files are huge. Should have thought of that. Okay, so here I have the PowerPoint saved in my Art175 folder. And now I'm going to do File, Save As. This time, PDF. Okay, it's saved the same name, same location, and this one, it says export, so it just says that. Okay, so now I'm going to close this out because it's saved, and I'm going to bring over my folder for you to see. I want to open up my PDF. I want to make sure I'm happy with it, you know, just kind of click down through, see if everything's like I want it. Okay, and then I'm going to File, Reduce File Size. Otherwise you're going to have this ginormous file. Tell it where you want to save it. Same place, Art175 folder. And when I ask it to save, it's going to say, well, I already have that file. Do you want to replace it? I do. And then it'll tell me down here at the bottom where you can't see. So look at that. Oh, I can't move it down. I'm trying to move it up. Well, it says it reduced my file size from 28 megabytes to 497 kilobytes, which is quite a savings in size. There it is. Okay, all done. All right, just let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you later.